Have you ever found yourself staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., watching the clock tick away, wishing sleep would come as easily as it did when you were younger? You're not alone, my friend. So many of us over 60 know that feeling, the restlessness, the frustration, waking up tired even after a full night's attempt at sleep. But what if I told you that the secret to better sleep might just be sitting in your kitchen right now? Now, I know what you're thinking. Sleep? At my age? Isn't that just something I have to live without? Not at all. In fact, there's a powerful connection between what we eat and how well we sleep, especially as we get older. Our bodies change, our metabolism shifts, and sometimes the foods that used to keep us ticking need a little tweaking. That's why today we're going to talk about 7 simple, delicious foods that can help you drift off peacefully, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed. And trust me, these aren't strange, hard-to-find ingredients. They're things you might already have in your pantry or fridge. Let's start with the first one, a little snack you might have enjoyed for years without realizing its sleep-boosting superpowers. I'm talking about almonds. Now, almonds aren't just a crunchy treat. They're packed with magnesium, a mineral that's like a natural relaxant for your body. Magnesium helps calm your nerves and muscles, which is exactly what you need when you're tossing and turning. Plus, almonds contain a bit of melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. But here's the trick. Don't go eating a whole handful right before bed. Too many can be heavy on your stomach. Instead, try having just a small sprinkle, about a tablespoon, an hour or two before bedtime. Maybe add them to a bowl of yogurt or even crush them over a sliced banana. Simple, right? Next up, turkey. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that just for Thanksgiving? But turkey's got a secret weapon called tryptophan. You've probably heard about it making everyone sleepy after the big holiday meal. Well, tryptophan helps your body produce serotonin, which then turns into melatonin, your body's natural sleep regulator. The key here is to keep it light. A heavy meal too close to bedtime can backfire, but a small portion of turkey at dinner, perfect. Try a turkey sandwich on whole grain bread with a side of steamed veggies, or toss some diced turkey into a leafy green salad. Pair it with a complex carb like sweet potato or brown rice, and you've got a sleep-friendly meal that won't weigh you down. Now, this third one might surprise you. Meet the kiwi fruit. Yes, this fuzzy little fruit isn't just for tropical smoothies. Studies have shown that eating kiwi regularly can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Why? Kiwis are loaded with antioxidants, folate, and serotonin, all of which play a role in regulating your sleep cycle. And here's the best part. You don't need to eat a bushel of them. Just one kiwi about an hour before bed can make a difference. Slice it up, scoop it with a spoon, or blend it into a calming herbal tea. If the tartness isn't your thing, drizzle a tiny bit of honey on top. It's like nature's bedtime candy. Now, I want you to imagine how these small changes could add up. Picture yourself enjoying a light turkey dinner, savoring a few almonds with your evening tea, or treating yourself to a sweet and tangy kiwi as the sun sets. These aren't drastic overhauls. They're gentle, enjoyable tweaks to what you're already doing. And the best part, you're not just eating for sleep. You're nourishing your whole body, giving it the tools it needs to rest, repair, and recharge. But we're just getting started. There are 4 more foods I can't wait to share with you. Foods that soothe your digestion, balance your blood sugar, and even calm your mind. Each one is as accessible and delicious as the last. So, let's keep this conversation going. In the next part, we'll dive into a warm, comforting drink that's been helping people sleep for centuries, and a humble whole grain that's a nighttime game changer. Until then, why not try adding one of these foods to your evening routine? Pick one that feels easiest, give it a try tonight, and see how you feel. After all, good sleep isn't just a luxury, it's your right, and you deserve every restful minute. Chamomile contains a compound called apigenin, a natural sedative that binds to receptors in your brain, helping to reduce anxiety and kickstart that time to unwind feeling. And here's the best part. You don't need to drink gallons of it. Just 1 cup about 30 minutes before bed can work wonders. Now, if you're not a fan of the floral taste, try adding a teaspoon of honey or a splash of warm almond milk. Or steep a bag with a slice of fresh ginger for a little zing. It's all about making it enjoyable, right? After all, bedtime should feel like a ritual, not a chore. Now, let's talk about oats. Oh, I know, oats might seem like just breakfast food. But hear me out. These humble grains are a triple threat for sleep. First, they're rich in magnesium, which we've already seen helps relax those muscles. Second, they've got melatonin hiding in there too. And third, oats are packed with complex carbohydrates that help your body absorb tryptophan, the same sleep superstar we talked about in turkey. The trick is to keep your portion light and cozy. A small bowl of oatmeal with a drizzle of honey and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Perfect! Or try my personal favorite, overnight oats with a spoonful of mashed banana and a few walnuts. It's like dessert, but it's secretly preparing you for the best sleep of your life. And here's a pro tip. If you're someone who wakes up hungry in the middle of the night, a little oat-based snack before bed can stabilize your blood sugar and keep you snoozing until morning. No more midnight fridge raids. Now, I want to take a moment to talk about something we don't always connect to sleep. Fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, trout. These aren't just heart-healthy choices. They're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D, which team up to boost your body's serotonin production. And as we've learned, serotonin is the precursor to melatonin. But timing matters here. A salmon dinner a few hours before bed gives your body time to digest and put those nutrients to work. Keep it simple. A baked fillet with lemon and herbs, or a salmon salad with avocado. Pair it with a side of asparagus or Brussels sprouts. They're high in folate, which also supports sleep. It's a meal that tastes like luxury, but works like a lullaby. I know what some of you might be thinking, but what if I don't love fish? No worries at all. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Maybe start with a small portion once a week, or try a fish oil supplement if that's easier. Remember, this is about adding tools to your toolbox, not overhauling your life overnight. Now, I've saved one of the most delightful options for last in this part. A food that's as sweet as it is effective. But I'll let you savor the anticipation for just a bit longer. In our final part, we'll explore this ruby red sleep enhancer, plus a leafy green that's quietly working miracles in your body while you rest. Until then, why not try swapping your evening snack for a bowl of oats, or sipping chamomile tea while you unwind with a book? Small steps, my friends. Small steps can lead to big changes and sweeter dreams. Now, these aren't your average cherries. Tart cherries, whether fresh, dried, or in juice form, are one of nature's richest sources of melatonin. In fact, studies have shown that drinking tart cherry juice can increase melatonin levels in your body and improve both sleep quality and duration. But here's the kicker. They're also bursting with antioxidants that reduce inflammation, which can quietly sabotage your sleep if left unchecked. The key is moderation. Too much juice might send you running to the bathroom at night, so stick to a small glass, about 4 ounces, an hour before bed. Or try a handful of dried tart cherries with a few dark chocolate chips for a sweet sleepy time treat. It's like dessert with benefits. Let's talk about a quiet hero in the sleep world: leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These aren't just sides for your dinner plate. They're loaded with magnesium, calcium, and potassium, a trio that works together to relax your muscles, steady your heartbeat, and calm your nervous system. Calcium, in particular, helps your brain use tryptophan to make melatonin. Think of it as a nutrient handshake that says, "Time to wind down." And you don't need to eat a mountain of greens. A simple handful sautéed with garlic and olive oil, blended into a smoothie with almond milk and banana, or even tucked into an omelet for dinner, can do the trick. If raw greens bother your stomach at night, cooking them lightly makes them gentler, while keeping their sleep perks intact. Now, let's take a breath and look at the bigger picture. Over these 3 parts, we've talked about almonds, turkey, kiwi, chamomile tea, oats, fatty fish, tart cherries, and leafy greens. But this isn't about memorizing a list or turning your diet upside down. It's about noticing patterns, foods that relax, nourish, and gently guide your body toward rest. Maybe you'll try tart cherry juice this week, or add a handful of spinach to your evening meal. Small steps, my friends. Small steps add up to big changes. I want you to remember this. Sleep isn't a luxury you outgrow. It's a foundation. When you sleep well, you're sharper, happier, and more you. So be patient with yourself. If one food doesn't work, try another, mix and match, make it enjoyable. And if you've already found a tip that's helped you, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and let's keep this conversation going. Your experience might be the nudge someone else needs to finally get their best night's sleep. If this series resonated with you, do me a favor. Hit that like button, share it with a friend who could use better sleep, and subscribe to this channel. We're here to explore more ways to thrive in these golden years together. After all, aging isn't about slowing down. It's about living fully, resting deeply, and savoring every moment. Here's to your health, your rest, and the joy of discovering how good it feels to sleep like you again. Sweet dreams, my friends. Sweet dreams.